Bonjour, everybody. This is Tiggy Maximus with Tiggy Maximus Talks, episode 86 on YouTube. I just want to get on it pretty quickly, do somewhat of a recap of the weekend. Um, let's talk about Foodieland Del Mar, day 3. Um, it. I'm glad I got to go, but the traffic was pretty bad. And honestly, to had started to be on the 5 freeway at 3 o'clock and stayed on the 5 freeway north, exit off of Villa de la Valle, and then wait in a long line on the freeway to the parking spot at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Since I started to be on the freeway at 3 p.m., you know what time I got to the parking spot? 5:13 p.m. So for the Foodieland ticket, I did buy it to go in after 3 o'clock, and apparently I thought I was ahead of the game, thought that, it wouldn't be that long of a wait, but um, unfortunately, I had to wait until 5:13 p.m. to finally get to my parking spot, waiting in line. I even cut off somebody who was snoozing because they were supposed to tailgate with the car in front of them, but they left a big gap, just enough for me to get my SUV into that gap, and the guy behind me starts to honk at me because I cut him off. But what's funny is that 3 other cars had actually followed suit and did the same thing I did, and now there are 4 cars between myself and the guy who honked at me. But what's even funnier is that we were all stuck on the 5 North Freeway anyway, because the security for parking can only let so many cars go at one time to kind of adjust for the fact people are leaving, and then you can kind of compensate by letting in enough cars to go in for parking. That kept going from 3 o'clock until 5:13 p.m. I'm glad I got to find parking, but that was a very long wait for a drive that only would have taken like 10 to 15 minutes, ends up being a wait of 2 hours and change. Anywho, I was able to get inside. I got to try the Drunken Noodles place. I wanted to do the pho soup noodles. You get 6 of those soup dumplings, and this soup dumpling was filled with pho broth, and you tasted pho basically in your mouth when you bite into these dumplings. Good stuff though. I would say it was 8.7 out of 10. Really good dumplings. I'm glad I got to go back to them after last year. And then I got to try some Lao food from Knox Kitchen. Um, Basically, you have a papaya salad, and there was mango sticky rice. So that was actually pretty good. The papaya salad, I would say, was basically an 8.5. A little spicy for me, though. Um, Definitely wasn't my choice for the spiciness, but yeah. Um, the mango sticky rice, that was pretty good. That's about 8.6. I recommend it. And then I got I think it was the Local Canes. I got a dragon fruit sugarcane drink. Very purplish looking, but you get the meat part of the dragon fruit. Really good. Very quench your thirst. I would say that was probably a 9 out of 10. Did it without boba. Um, then there was the McKinney's Kitchen. That was a super long wait. You're looking at 30 to 45 minutes on waiting for the food. They do serve shrimp, lobster, crab, steak, chicken, pork belly. They even have Japanese lumpias and normal lumpias. So, for McKinney's Kitchen, I did end up ordering the ribeye steak with mushrooms, and it came with garlic noodles. And then I also ordered the Japanese lumpia with chicken and shrimp. The chicken lumpia, or the Japanese lumpia with chicken and shrimp, it was alright. I liked it. I would say like an 8 out of 10. Didn't really blow my mind too much, but you can tell that it had the Japanese flavor to it. And um, what else? The ribeye steak was really good with the garlic noodles, which were good, and the mushrooms. I would say that was a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Um, the sirloin steak or ribeye steak here at the Foodieland Del Mar was, from what I've had so far, it is pretty good. Um, so yeah, I recommend McKinney's Kitchen. Find them somewhere in California. I would wait for them again, but if they come back in September, I'm doing it again. Um, so yeah. Um, I know that I told myself that I wanted to try the bone marrow food, but I couldn't do it again this year. It was getting pretty cold, but yeah, a lot of great food. I'm glad I got to kind of figure out what I wanted, stuff that I didn't have before, and honestly, I like the fact that, you know, there's a lot of great food, and I like the fact that, you know, I'm glad this event had happened, because for to have that great food, and it's not local here in San Diego, for all of them to come down from uh, all parts of California and converge in San Diego, and then to do it again, um, probably in September. So I'm glad, and honestly, I enjoyed myself not only on Friday but also Sunday. But parking is crazy. So also over the weekend, I got to see UFC 288. Um, I got to start watching it from Marina Rodriguez fighting John Roby, and then from that point on, I got to watch the next 9 fights. Uh, I got to see Evolev defeat, I want to say Lopez. That was a good fight. Good finish. I think it was by submission actually. And then we had a finish between Jessica Andrade and Zhao Nan. Zhao Nan pretty much got the TKO in the first round. Finished her relatively in a few minutes. Great knockout. I was okay with the finish actually. Um, and then you got Gilbert Burns. Tough fought battle with Bilal Muhammad, but Bilal Muhammad deserved to win. He swept pretty much all the cards. And then you got your championship fight, Henry Cejudo and Aljamain Sterling, the champ. This was a really close fight. It was a split decision victory for Aljamain Sterling. He's still the champion at 135. But I felt like neither guy really established to win the fight over the other guy. And so I'm actually okay with the champ still holding the title because neither guy really established they won the fight. So, but kudos for Henry Cejudo for taking off 3 years, and he still looked good, but he didn't get the job done. So I kind of had it for Cejudo, but I didn't feel like he would have won the fight anyway. So, alright, guys, this is Tiggy Maximus signing off. I'll talk to you guys later.